Blessed be and Happy New Year to all of my Leo people out there, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see just what's going on when it comes to your monthly astrological forecast for January 2025. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it, and I come back every week with weekly astrological and tarot updates as well. So what's going on when it comes to your January? Well, at the start of the month, for the first half, we've got the Sun in Capricorn and Mercury in Capricorn, really activating your sixth house of work, your reputation, your schedule, teams that you're affiliated with, as well as your standing in your community and your lifestyle. And whenever we have these two combining forces in this part of our chart, we can actually see a lot of increased activity and fast developments that are boosting your reputation amongst all kinds of crowds, especially when it comes to not only your standing in communities, both professional and personal, but also giving you a chance to get more involved with projects and pursuits that really do, feed your passions. This can also be a beautiful period for a lot of you to be going through some important renovations around how you are treated, how you are maybe received or compensated for the work you do for others. It's a brilliant time to be set up for new success, possibly even raises or promotions or new job opportunities down the road, and also opportunities for you to go through a bit of a lifestyle shift, especially when it comes to quality of life, how your world is organized, how you handle your health, as well as anything that is going to be doing a bit of a cleanup job around maybe some structures or some organizational habits or maybe even routines that have stopped working. And so very, very cool cleanup kind of month to start off for the Leo people. We also have Venus entering Pisces around this time. Venus going into your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, as well as bonus monies, and anything that you might share with other people, be they business partners or romantic partners. And this is also the area that rules intimacy and sexuality. So Venus is all about favors, generosity, affection, and connection. And you might be finding that over the course of this month, a lot of maybe special bonus opportunities for income or bonus gifts are coming your way through side projects or special hidden gifts or hidden favors from other people, referrals, gifts, or things that could be maybe passed through other people onto you. And this is also a time with Venus in the 8th house where, yes, love, romance, and intimacy are becoming a lot more involved, as well as a lot more vulnerable and a lot better connected, whether you're trying to attract more into your life or to bring in a greater spice of life. We also have Mars retrograde sliding back into the sign Cancer in the beginnings of this month. And this is the planet of action and energy retrograde going back into your 12th house of privacy, hidden opportunities, secrets, shortcuts, and old business. Now, wherever we have Mars retrograde, we've got to be ready to work with a double-edged sword. There's a lot of good, but also some potentially problematic. And for you, Mars retrograde is bringing a lot of focus on subduing energy and lowering intensity when it comes to old business, old attachments, old connections, or maybe even old, let's just say old influences in your life that have followed you or keep you hooked to the past, whether you like it or not, that are no good for you. Now, this can actually be a really good thing, lowering the power or the presence of things that could actually be operating, known or unknown to you from the past, or still kind of influencing you from the past, is always a good thing because we have a chance to cut some cords and clean some house. However, with Mars retrograde here, you want to be careful. It can be very tempting whenever we have Mars retrograde in the 12th house to go back and overstudy, overanalyze, overprocess, and waste our lives. We don't want to get caught up in any kind of situation where there is too much analysis or too much revisiting or too much overgoing of the same thing. And you might be encountering that with different people or maybe different circumstances or different conditions that are coming up to be closed and cleared, not reprocessed or revisited again. The middle of the month, we've got a full moon here, thankfully, forcing transitions and culminations of things that are overdue to end. And this full moon is also going to be sextile Uranus, which is very helpful to you because whenever we have a full moon sextile Uranus, a very harmonious connection, we see a stalled situation getting pushed forward. Now, for a lot of you, this could be something that forces an important transition around either a career matter or a situation that is maybe tying you to something of the past. But whatever the case, between the 13th and the 27th, we actually have something that is very important to you that's been put on hold because of this, getting a chance to finally come to life or evolve or level up. Just be prepared to also make some room for it. The second half of the month, we've got the Sun and Mercury moving on into Aquarius, and we'll also be having a new moon there as well. And this is your 7th house of partnerships and closest one-on-one connections, the boyfriend, girlfriend, BFF, business partner, husband, wife, roommate, all the people you have your most involved connections with. And this is a time where you're going to find that increased activity and fast developments are starting up a lot of new beginnings, fresh starts, and commitments, both for relationships and important bonds that you have, but also attracting in new allies, new important connections, and new relationship opportunities all at once. This is about bringing in new life, new ambition, as well as new kinetic energy to all of your closest one-on-one connections, as well as new ones. And you want to make sure that you're ready because this is all about giving a boost to all joint journeys, all joint connections, and all joint ventures. And this could also spell some very ambitious wins in February. And finally, we've got Uranus turning direct in Taurus, which is going to be doing a bit of a shakeup when it comes to your 10th house of career, upward mobility, status, station, promotions, and raises. Uranus retrograde in this part of your chart this last few months could have probably brought some things to a bit of a slowdown, a ho-hum, or a standstill. Uranus retrograde can sometimes lead things to get too routine, too cookie cutter, too wash, rinse, and repeat. And if you've been feeling like maybe your career, your work life, or maybe your financial position has become a bit stalled out or hasn't seen very much growth or stimulation in a while, this is actually a really good turn for you because, again, sudden wild change and new roads are going to be opening up, but it could make also for a wild time in business as we go on into February. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene, and should you ever want to get a personal reading with me, again, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.